guys, yo, today's video and welcome back to Let's Play Emblem Part 36. I think so. We might really keep on with the white parts lately because I really don't feel like it. Anyway, in the last part, we did chapter 26. So now we're gonna do, wait, no we didn't, we did chapter 25. I was stupid. I just finished recording the next chapter after this, I was thinking 26. Anyway, if you remember in the last chapter, Nino and Jafar were sent out to kill the prince. So as you can see here, we're basically gonna kill the prince. I bet you $5 they won't kill the prince. And if you guys are wrong, well, you owe me $5. So, I'll just give my PayPal account. I actually don't. I'm just joking. I don't have to pay me $5. Anyway, basically they're just talking about stuff like, Jafar's like, "I'll kill you if you fail." And he's like, I don't care. It's kind of gruesome though. He is gonna kill someone because he didn't kill somebody. Kind of gruesome right there. It's far, man. It's gonna be like, kill, kill. Anyway, there's that files right here being like, coming base ceremony, burn. So apparently he's just praying it up. Don't know what he's praying to exactly. I guess if you're a Christian or whatever religion he is, there's no religion in this game, I think. Well, there is, but they don't tell you. I'm guessing he's praying anywhere, I'm supposing. Maybe that's like some sacred altar. I don't know. But yeah, basically Nino's getting touched by the speech and Jafar's been like, screw you, Nino, knock him out. So yeah, now he's like, kill him. Or yeah. Basically the file's praying for a better family, I guess. Or at least reunited one. So, and then he's like, I don't want to kill him. Because, whatever reason. Thing is weird though, in Fire Emblem 6, I believe the main antagonist, I'm pretty sure, is Zephyl himself. So that's pretty cool how they had like the king of Burn being another major antagonist. That's pretty cool. Pretty sad. The Fire Emblem 6 is a depressing game from what I've played of it. I haven't actually beaten the game, nor I don't know if I ever want to beat the game. I probably will sooner or later, but I really don't feel like doing a Fire Emblem game right now. I'm actually doing Shadow Dragon just to see how it is. So far it looks pretty interesting. The graphics are pretty nice for it, actually. But I still like the Game Boy Advance ones because you can actually clearly see them more. Anyway, we meet one of the four fangs, this girl, and now she's gonna be like, you're gonna die, so. Yeah. So that's pretty much the boss for this chapter if you haven't figured it out. Yeah. I think her name is Ursula, I think. Like the Pokemon. As you, is Ursula even a Pokemon? I think it's Yosuring. Yosuring, ah man. It's like Teddiursa's evolution. Any recommended units? I recommend being Pent and Louise are pretty useful here. Do these as well. Yes, I said two. You're probably gonna want two anyway. Um, and all the other units you plan to use basically. Torches as well. Torches are pretty useful. I didn't bring one, but bring a boating or any long range magic attack you may have, because it's pretty useful here. Trust me, guys. So yeah. Don't really know what else you're really gonna need. Maybe a chest key, but honestly, torches and a good magic spell should do you good, really. My whole animation thing is gonna sooner or later gonna happen. Not here because I don't feel like it. Actually, no, it's not that. Once I get to chapter 28 or to chapter 29, I'll start turning them on because by then every of my units will be promoted. So, and I feel like I don't know. I'm still trying to debate whether I should do it now or should I just wait till 27 and show it off. But I'm like, I don't know for sure. Because for 28, I don't want to have the animations off because it's a pretty big chapter from what I've seen of it. And I think that's the chapter Elliot promotes. I'm pretty sure it is. If not, then I'm screwed. That's the one thing I know about most Game Boy Advance Fire Emblem games. They promote your main lords pretty late in the game, which just kind of sucks. Like in the Contra games, they promoted you fairly early. If you have a range like promoted you like level like chapter 20 or something, it was pretty nice. And Radiant Donnie got promoted right off the bat in part 4. So it wasn't that horrible. So yeah. For this chapter we had to guard, there's a file. He's basically the prince. And you have to guard him. What I like to do for this chapter is more or less have two separate groups, each with a thief, and one with two lords and one with one. Um, Having three lords with you in a group is kind of a bad idea. I recommend you going with the ones you're gonna get supported with. For instance, if you have Elowen and Hunter supported, make Elowen and Hunter go in one group, or if you have Hector and Lynn supported, make them go in another group. So, yeah. Um, if you, the group on the left side is generally gonna get most of the enemies, that's where most of the enemies go. The right side, they're gonna have a decent amount, but not as much as the left side. So you may want to have your weaker units go to the left side, but I really didn't feel like it. I actually had to re-record this chapter because my emulator can only record so much. It can only record 2 gigs, which is respectable because by 2 gigs I generally have like 35 plus. Thing was, I kind of hate doing that because I don't really like splitting up my recordings, even though I do that a lot, but I don't really like doing it. I don't like how you have to wait, because I know I can just cut it out, but man, I don't really feel like it. But yeah, that father doesn't actually try to run away. He actually is gonna stay there for the remainder of the chapter. Um, it's not that bad of a place for him to stay, but I don't recommend you like really he's not gonna survive like really that great. He's only a level 10 prince, that's his class. He has a silver sword, so he can do some damage, but he can't do a lot. So I don't recommend you just staying there and be like, kill everyone's file, because he won't. Anyway, let me see, anything else I can talk about? I don't really know. I guess I can talk about how torches and I don't know for sure. I know Radiant Dawn there are staves actually. However, it's been a while since I played that game. Radiant Dawn, I just recently started not playing it more, but I'm getting close to it, the end of it. So I'm trying to think if you could use staves as if a torch was a staff, but I don't think it was. And I'm kind of glad, because that kind of sucks how they made it a staff. Or they should have just made a separate, like, light staff or something. But as you can see, I'm making full use of Priscilla's fire elemental she can do. Or her enemy magic. For some reason, I thought she could use a lightning magic or a light magic. I think that's in Sacred Stones. If not, then I don't think so in Sacred Stones. I don't know. Because I know while you can other fire games you usually have a priest, and this one you don't. You actually get a cleric. Maybe if you promote a cleric, maybe. I don't know what clerics promote to. I think they promote to Valkyries as well. So it wouldn't make that much sense. Or would it? That's yet to be unseen. I really don't care though, but most of my users are in the point where they don't even need healing. So that's pretty good. So as you can see here, yeah, there's a lot more like pre-promoted units to the left than there are to the right. There's only like 0. To be honest with you, there's like 2, 3 heroes here. So, yeah, thieves I recommend are Regal and Matthew because they're the only 2 you should have. Don't think you can get any other thieves. If you can, leave in the comment section below other ones you can get. So yeah, these are pretty useful because there are chests. But the thing is, I'm not going after the chest. The chest has some really great stuff, and I really recommend you pick it up. It's not exactly needed to beat the game or anything like that. It's not like anything amazing, but some good stuff that's gonna help you out in the final chapters and such. Recommend you at least try to get 1 or 2 of the items because it's hard to get all of them because, first of all, your thief is gonna be actually really bulky because they should survive that many units. Second of all, they have to be faster than say the thieves already in here. The thieves are already in here like right off the bat, or someone near that, which means basically getting the chest really hard. But yeah, there are some rare items you can get from the chest, and technically speaking, you can easily get it if you just rush look all with Matthew, not Matthew, Florian, Alfrio, or Heath, or one of your paladins. But then again, I honestly didn't really feel like I needed most of them. There weren't any promotional items or anything like that. I think there was one, possibly, but most of them are just interesting stat raisers. And speaking of stat raisers, I'm actually thinking about using a Talesman. If you don't know what that does, that basically raises your resistance by 2. The next chapter, the boss, she's man, I spoiled, but you don't know who she is. The lady, she can use um, magic. And her magic stat's pretty high, and her speed stat's pretty high too. Not that high, but high enough to where she can double some units. So I'm probably gonna have to use the Talesman. Or I don't know if I did or not. I'm trying to think. But yeah, or I'm probably just gonna redo the recording. I don't really care. But yeah, I really don't know who I'm gonna give it to because having a fly unit in the next chapter is really useful. But I don't know if I want to give it to Florina or not. Because she already has respectable resistance, and she can. I pre-recorded, not pre-recorded, pre-tested or tested out the chapter for myself, so I know what I'm doing. So that was not really a tough chapter, but a chapter nonetheless. And basically, she did a pretty good job of avoiding most of them. The lady, she had I think boating, so she could easily hit anyone. My Eliud almost died though, but I remember that. But I really don't know who I'm gonna give it to. I'm thinking about either giving it a Sane or Guy because those two have pretty low resistance stats. If not, I'm probably gonna give it to Florina because honestly, I can't think of anyone else that really needs it. Maybe Sane. I'm just gonna look at who has the worst resistance and probably give it to them. Because the final boss, I believe, can use magic. So I might actually give it to like a main lord. If I do, if I'm gonna be Eliud himself because I'm probably gonna get the last kill with Eliud. Or the last boss kill with him because I know we like doing that in video games. Always getting the last kill with the main protagonist. I don't know, that's just me personally probably. Excuse me while I drink my H2O. So yeah, pretty, I want to explain how you get the side quest in the chapter. There's a side quest. You basically achieve it by you first have to recruit Nino. You can recruit Nino by using the 3 lords. So Eliud, Hector, and work perfectly. And then you have to make Nino talk with Jafar. I don't know if that has to happen, but I just do it anyway because it just makes sense. But if you make Nino talk with Jafar, you don't actually recruit him right away. If you talk with him, anyway, I'm not gonna spoil it, but he may not survive, who knows? He failed his job, maybe he's gonna die. I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. Basically, the guy stole like that file shit, which basically um which basically what does it do again? Oh yes, and now I remember. What it does is basically the arrow damage you get from flying it goes away, so that's pretty nice. I recommend you get it, but if you can't, don't stress yourself out for it. Just make sure your flying unit's not near a archer, because that'd be pretty bad in my opinion. I'm gonna explain now how you get the side quest. Sorry for kind of having a little silent break. I was just reviewing some stuff, cause I not really do something. I was just looking at something real fast. Well, you basically have to talk to Nina. What you have to recruit her because you can recruit her, and you can also need to make her talk with Jafar. He won't join right away because he's still gonna be a green unit, so you won't have control of him. So he might die, like I said earlier. Maybe not. Maybe the chapter wants him to live. Who knows? But after you do that, you have to make sure they both survive. So Nino can't die, nor can Jafar. Jafar won't be that much of a problem. He'll only really be a problem if he runs out of his killing edge. If that happens, you're screwed. He's basically gonna be a walking, hey, kill me thing. Unless your units are close to him, then you can just give him a weapon. Sorry for that. So as you can see, we're gonna talk to Nino and Lynn. Um, I'm not gonna show the other dialogue with the other lords. I don't know why I felt like saying that. So yeah, basically Lynn's gonna explain some stuff to her, like how the black thing isn't really as great as she thinks it is and stuff. Now she's gonna join us. Nino, I'm gonna talk about her. She's level 5 mage, first of all, so she's extremely underleveled for this point in the game. I honestly don't recommend using her. Uh, uh, okay, I really don't recommend using Nino because if you don't have any like mages that are sages by now, I recommend using her. But if you have a sage, just use him slash her. No, there isn't any girl sages in this game, I believe. Or there is, but I haven't met them yet. But basically, she has really high growth rates. Like her growth rates are insane, and also she grows her levels fast. So she's basically technically can be your strongest one magic user, but it's better to just use Urk or Pent because they're gonna be more. First of all, they're both gonna be sages by this point in the game. If not, then I recommend using her. But by this point, you should at least have Urk, at least somewhere near that. Unless you've been really wanting to use Nino for whatever reason. I actually was actually thinking about using Nino. Actually, I wouldn't mind using Nino. I think I could have made it work, but I was like, let me think. No. So yeah. But so far, for the MVP of this game, I'm gonna have to give it to Florina. By the end of the LP, I'm gonna do this thing where I'm gonna let you guys decide who do you guys think was MVP of the game? And a Brave Lance with Pilfered. Brave Lance is basically like a brave sword. Um, so, uh, so yeah, um, um, what was I talking about? So yeah, Nino, I wouldn't mind using her, but I was like, she was already really under level. I didn't think she's gonna be a level 5. I thought she'd be at least level 15, but sadly she's level 5, which really burns. So, yeah. So what is your guys' opinion about tablets and stuff like that, you know? My opinion for like gaming, my opinion, I really don't think they can replace handhelds. It's been kind of going on for a while now, how a lot of people think handhelds are dead because of like tablets, iPhones and stuff like that. My opinion, I don't really think so, because unless Apple makes like some major iPhone thing that can make like a really great in-depth kind of game now, like, Angry Birds, where you can just play for 10 minutes and you're done. Which, in my essence, I really don't like kind of games like that, because I like playing deep games when I have, because they're just so cool playing them, But the thing, I think that's the reason is, people don't like it, is because, why would you want to play deep game? Because you don't, it's a handle, not a gaming console, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, boots. What they do is they improve your movement by like 2. I think. I could be wrong. I probably recommend you give it to like Guy. I don't know. Guy would be pretty useful for that. If not him, Hector or Elliewood. Not Elliewood. No, do not give it to Elliewood. You're gonna waste it on him. But yeah, give it to probably Urk or Guy or Hector. They're probably the most people that need to use it. But not give it to anyone that's a horse unit. That's just a waste of time. But yeah. Um, let me think. I want to kill this hero right here. I like how they have, like, in this game, there's a lot of heroes. That's pretty cool. I guess the thing is, like, how in the country, and they have a lot of Habideers, which are the exclusive units in that game. I don't know. But anyway, have you heard the rumors about the 3DS Fire Emblem games are making? Or are rumored? I don't know, they look pretty interesting from what I've heard of it. If you didn't heard about it, basically, people think, or there's rumors going around that they might make a new Fire Emblem game, which I wouldn't be surprised, Fire Emblem, well, I want to say it was meant to be a handheld game because the Nintendo had it, and, the Super Nintendo also had it, and the GameCube and the Wii had it, but, I don't know, I always thought Fire games were just better suited as a handheld games. Console games, don't get me wrong, they're amazing, but 3DS now can do what Path of Radiance can do. Um, so, I don't know. But basically, if you're wondering what it is, people think the short story would be, there'd be 2 different games. I'm trying to think of an example. But basically, not the same game, but 2 different games. Not really different, but games that both have a different perspective of the story. So kind of like, I know there are some games that do that. I can't think of any right now. Um, like Senecan. I don't know. I can't really think of any. I could be wrong. Maybe that's the only game that's ever done it. I'm pretty sure there is one. But yeah, basically, the 2 games are basically one's gonna have a princess of I think Lycia's perspective of the game, and one's gonna have the Prince of Bern perspective of the game. So now we actually can have a a time where it can be the burn person, and I'm really interested. If they made the game, that'd be very cool. I think what it might be is since Nintendo's gonna have a press conference like September 13th at the Tokyo Game Show, I believe. I don't know for sure, but I know they're having a important press conference. A lot of people speculate it's gonna be some 3DS news, which makes sense. A lot of gaming news because last year I've heard they showed a lot of the 3DS software details and stuff like that, pricing and release dates. So I'm guys are gonna show more of some software and stuff. Um, but basically, I wonder how the story would be because honestly, if you're gonna be burned, who would be the enemy? That'd be interesting. And if you're wondering where it is, it's basically gonna take 100 years before the events of Fire Emblem 6. Or yeah, so basically Fire Emblem 6 100 years back, or 120 for Fire Emblem 7. So I'm kind of interested in the game. If they do make the announcement it's gonna be for the 3DS, I'm probably gonna get it. Um, I'm hoping they're gonna have 30 like animated people because I can see that happening, you know. You had a remake of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which had pretty great graphics. So I don't see why you can't make simple 3D models like Path of Radiance, you know. Because basically that's what 3DS is capable of. They can make some GameCube graphics happen and make them look really nice. Maybe a bit better than GameCube, but I don't know for sure. Now here the video can go HD, I think. If that's true, I don't know. If it is HD, that's pretty cool, but I don't care really. I probably won't get a Vita. I probably won't get one. Just because I really don't find a reason to have one. You know, because I think PlayStation Vita games shit is gonna be really weird. Like, I hope the PlayStation Vita fails. Well, not really fails, but doesn't have that great of a launch like 3DS has. Cause I don't know, that just make me feel happy. I suppose because I don't like how people think the PS Vita is gonna be the ultimate handle that everyone's gonna have. And in all honesty, no one's gonna really have it. Or there's some cool stuff about the PSV, like the dual joystick thing. That's pretty cool. I like that idea a lot, but if some other rumors, if you're wondering about the 3DS, is they're gonna make a second joystick accessory, which to me is gonna be pretty cool also, because I can imagine some games like that. That'd be pretty chill. But then again, maybe not. Like, how would you put that on? Would it be like, I don't know. Would you have to go to GameStop or some company like that just to do that? I'm pretty sure that'd be kind of a ripoff if you did. But yeah, overall, that'd be interesting nonetheless. I always find it weird though. There's always shooters on 30 DS. Never was there really any Call of Duty games that won the PSP, which would have made a lot more sense for a Call of Duty game because they had a joystick, and I never knew why the 3DS was a good idea. Interesting. There's gonna be a Call of Duty game though for the PS Vita, so. But honestly, to me, that's the thing about Halo games. I don't think they should have online for most of them anyway, because honestly, like Halo's meant to be played in your car, road trips and stuff like that. Sometimes at home. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying, they're gonna make a game really into online, like unless they have a great single player also with a great online single player. Kind of like the new Heroes of Ruin, that looks pretty interesting. That's like Diablo, where you can play single player and you can play a lot of multiplayer online features as well. Which that to me is a good idea by Square Enix. They're actually making the game. They're not, you know. But I think what they should do, Square Enix, they should make some couple of remakes for 3DS, like they made a Final Fantasy IV remake, three-dimensional, Final Fantasy 3, which never came to America, but it was still a remake. I wouldn't mind seeing Final Fantasy 6 as a remake, or Final Fantasy 7. A lot of people have wanted that game. Can you imagine that game? The 3DS? I personally think the 3DS is a really good system for it. But knowing Square Enix, they're gonna just stick with the PS Vita probably. If not, go with the go with the but I don't think we'll go with the PS Vita, but I don't think that's gonna happen though because it would just make sense because Final Fantasy 3 and 4 were both on the Super Nintendo, but then again you can say Final Fantasy 12, the Revenant Wings, was on the PS2. So we might not see a remake, maybe like a new game. But I'm hoping to find some Final Fantasy game. And the rhythm, I don't know if I'm gonna get that game. Seems interesting enough though, like honestly. But I don't know. I'm excited for 13 too though. That game looks pretty awesome. I was a fan of the first game. I personally liked it. I know some people didn't like it, but in my opinion, it's a pretty good Final Fantasy game. I think some people just thought of it really too weird because if you honestly think about it, they really couldn't explore anywhere, nor could they shop at an actual village. Because if you look at the situation, basically everyone feared them. You know what I mean? They can't just go on and stuff and say, "Hey, how's it going?" It wasn't like the Avalanche where it was like everyone's super duper afraid of them. But yeah, um. Yeah, I can imagine those 3Ds be a good remake spot for Square Enix. I'm excited for Square Enix games they're making for the 3DS though. The Rhythm Final Fantasy looks. I haven't seen that much screenshot, but it looks pretty interesting nonetheless. You know, I might not get it, but nonetheless, you know, if you like Final Fantasy music, which I think everyone does, I really would recommend it. Um, it's not like actual looking Final Fantasy characters, based like CB style, which is like the Japanese little short animated style. So if you're a fan of that kind of art design, then go for it. For my favorite art designs, mine is cel shading. I really love cel shading games. My favorite game ever is a cel shading game. Guess you can't guess what that is. Yeah, you probably won't guess. It says, I'm gonna let you guys guess what it is. I'll give you a hint. It got released a couple of years ago. My favorite cel shading game. Um, well, that's the question of the day. What's my favorite cel shading game? Guess. And once you kill the boss, the chapter doesn't end. You have to wait. So, just letting you guys know. So yeah, we did it. We did this chapter. Hallelujah. So yeah, pretty much that's the chapter, guys. I'm just gonna talk about some random stuff. Basically, Jafar's gonna join. Hector's like, no. But yeah, apparently Hector doesn't like him joining because he killed a lot of our friends. You know, he did kill Leela or Lila. Interesting enough, he had a support conversation with Tim and Matthew, and the support conversation is actually really cool. Basically, what it is Matthew's trying to learn who killed Lila. So basically, the entire conversation is more or less him figuring out that he killed Lila. He never knew that. I don't think the group knew that either. He just says we killed a lot of people. So basically, and the last support A, he actually had an attempt to kill the guy, but he can't do it. He's like, I'm too good of your friend. So it's also that's like the reason I like Fire Emblem. And they have some cool some cool support conversations. I dragged that on way too long, but yeah. We're gonna meet the Queenie now. She's like, haha, Fire Emblem is in my hands. Oh yeah. So yeah, Ellie was gonna talk to her sense to him. Her. And look at the Zephyr mom. She looks, I don't know. And that Porsche looks kind of old, kind of young. Hollywood's my man looks pretty young. Holy cow. So, yeah. So yeah, basically she just got pissed off. I'm sorry, I was paying attention. Ah man, I need to pay attention more to the story. Next OP I'm doing. It's not gonna have a story. I'm joking it will. So yeah, basically it was just basically told off the queen about life and stuff. And Louis is like, I'm sorry, Louis. I know, I really like Louis. She looks really cool. And so if you heard that I accidentally stepped on my microphone's little cord I have because I'm using like Logitech headset microphone, and my cord is really long because I don't really have it, and I basically accidentally stepped on it. Anyway, the queen's gonna give us something pretty important. She's gonna give us a um uh did she tell you? Okay. Basically, she gave us a buck telling us where the Shrine of Seals is, and she also gave us a she also gave us a heaven seal. So, yeah. Excuse me, guys. So yeah, basically, her mom is actually gonna care about her son for now. And remember, guys, click the like, dislike button, and the comment on the question of the day, and subscribe if you like my videos. You want to see more. Now, oh, I guess we just got the heaven seal. But yeah, guess what that means, guys? We're gonna promote Ellie Wood. I'm just joking. I'm gonna promote Hector next. So next time, I'm gonna promote Hector. So let's go to SPG here, saying adios.